Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, April. Good morning, Angel. I'm having a bit of trouble seeing this morning. I'm having a bit of eye trouble, so I'm going to try to scoot you back. Sometimes my vision gets blurry, and I also forgot to take my inhaler, so excuse me for one moment. There we go. Now we may make it through the show. Welcome in. Hi. What's up, Lincoln? Good morning, Tumblers by Teresa, one of our new subscribers. Good morning, Jenny Lou. Hi, Greta. Oh, tan lines, it's the season for it. Mine is really seasonal. So like going into summer or fall or change of season, mine will act up and then I have to use the inhaler. I see I have mascara. I can't get it. I don't care. Yes, I see it. I don't care. I cannot get it. It's really good mascara. Good morning, Hope. Linzarella's in the house. Snow. I just got out my fall shirt. We can't be going to snow already. That can't be the truth. Good morning. Oh my goodness. How many of y'all saw my video of my cat this morning? She was cracking me up. Trying to be lazy on this fall day. Isn't it funny? Cats have just whatever kind of day. They don't even care. They just lay around and do whatever. Yeah, she was totally snoozing. A dusting? Renee, tell me more. I am also in East Tennessee, just outside of Knoxville. Are they calling for just like a frost? I haven't even had time to watch my own news. You're in Ohio and got snow? I love snow. Listen, I grew up in Kentucky, Appalachia, Kentucky, and snow's my bro, okay? Hold on a minute. I got to fix my eye because this really is aggravating me. I got a smudge of mascara, darling. My makeup people totally missed it. Just kidding. The mountains may get some closer to Kentucky. Hey, Melanie from Chattanooga. It's snowing in Lexington. I was born in Lexington. Good morning, Sarah. April Bowman's supposed to get 3 inches. That's enough to build a snowman. Woke up to snow? I love those days. And my kids was little, and they'd go outside and play in the snow, build snowmen, and we'd go sledding. They grow up fast. Enjoy it. Oh. It is. It is in the 30s here. Hey, cowgirl. Sorry, cowgirl is Ride. Says it's 30s here in Tennessee outside of the Smoky Mountains. Well, I can look out my window and see the Smoky Mountains. You want to see? And I agree that it's in the 30s. Now, I open the window because Mama gets hot flashes. But check out this view. There's the cat, and behind the cat is the Great Smoky Mountains. Let's see if we can get his attention. Littles. Oh, there's two of them. I didn't even see Sadie there. Look at them. They're just loving it. They are absolutely loving the fall. And of course, we live up on kind of up on a mountain here, so they get a great view of the Smoky Mountains and just absolutely adore it. This is their favorite spot. Hey, Kristen. They got a really great view, the cats do. It's 56 degrees in Myrtle Beach, Courtney, that she's freezing to death. You're on the backside. I'm in Maryville. Cowgirl is Ride. I am in Maryville. We have 2.8 thousand likes. You folks know what to do to get more folks in here. We already have 155 souls in the room. Now, I have to tell you guys, I'm excited. Let me show you something. Hold on a minute. Let me show you something. Let me tell you something. Let me show you something. Okay. Where is it? Okay. LiveFest. Day 1, that's my dog. And then the cats get scared and go run. Like the cats know when the dog barks to go hide because we either got company or we got, a delivery or something is happening. So they know. So sorry about my dog barking in the background. And where is Bradley Strassner is in the house. Morgan, welcome in. So LiveFest, you guys are not going to believe this. We got Cowgirl is Ride. Let me click on your thing. Yes, I followed you back. I requested to follow you back. You guys, LiveFest, I'm going to pin the goal. Today's live goal is 25 Fest crowns. The Fest crowns, the Fest gifts, all go toward my points in LiveFest, where I could win a trip to go out to see the TikTok studios in California and maybe take you guys along a trip over to London. Yesterday, we got 31,647 points. We are halfway to the goal to get past the first round. Look at me. We have 4 days to do it in, and we got half of the points in one day. When my manager told me that I'm probably going to be in the top 20, I didn't believe him. But if we keep on this path, I might make it. Kristen just sent 20 subscriptions. Kristen, oh my God. Lily, Chandra, Irene, Kay, what is happening right now? Oh my gosh. Stephanie, stay at home mom, you got a subscription. Sandra, you got a subscription. Kristen, you got a subscription. Christina, Lily 35 got one. It's okay. Coming. Holy cow. Jennifer got a subscription. Mel got a subscription. Deed got a subscription. Classic Tree got a subscription. Kelly got a subscription. Oh my gosh. Kristen, that is crazy. I have never seen somebody gift 20 subscriptions. I've never seen it. I'm not kidding. Kristen's like Oprah. You get a subscription. You get a subscription. You get a subscription. You do too. Here's one for you. Mom of 2 girls, subscribe to a basic. Welcome to the family, Mom of 2 girls. We are rocking it on this Thursday morning. I've never seen this, guys. We hit a subwave too. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Just Passing Through. And Just Passing Through is sending some fest crowns. At this rate, we are definitely going to make it past round 1. Holy cow. 2 more subscribers. Let me see what it's saying here. It's telling me 2 more subscribers in the next 12 minutes. TikTok unleashes extra features and stickers just for you. Kristen. And everyone who has subscribed today, I am forever grateful. Brandy Nana subscribed and somebody else subscribed. I missed it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for extending. Thank you for renewing. Holy cow. Let me pin this. We received the other 2 and our goal. Folks, I am 92. I'm 18 people away from 400. I'm 18 subscribers away from reaching 400 subscribers. I'm trying to fix this where I can do a goal here. Give me just a minute. There you go. If you guys want to subscribe, here are the benefits. You get a sub-only live. You get to see personal moments of my life that no one else gets to see. Greta sent a subscription. So intelligence is lethal. I'm so happy about this, folks. I'm so stoked. You got a subscription. I'm so stoked about intelligence having a subscription. Thank you so much, Greta. Greta sent that. Thank you, Greta, so much. Other features are you get to use these custom stickers that no one else gets to use in the live chat. And you automatically get a 60% off code that you can use at my website at scfmerch.com on Overstock Boutique items and SCF merch. You also get entered into a random giveaway that we have during lives that are only for subscribers. And you get a link to my Discord where I chat with folks during the day. We, read true crime articles and we talk about stuff, and I check in several times a day and chat alone. So you get a Discord, you get all sorts of things. Brandy Nana of 5 has sent a subscription. L Cousin, you got a subscription. Oh my gosh. And Mrs. Pool subscribed. Oh my gosh. We are 15 people away from the 400 goal. 15 people. And we hit another subwave. One more subscriber, and then you get extra stickers. Just passing through, send me a message that you need the Discord link if you don't automatically get one, and I will give one to you. We have 191 souls in here. Tanline says, who don't have a subscription? Raise your hand. Who don't have a subscription? Actually, I'm about to activate a giveaway. I've been waiting to do this giveaway because I made this shirt myself the other day as a test run for more of the shirts that I'm going to be putting in my shop once I get moved here in a couple weeks. Thank you, Just Passing Through. Thank you, guys. We have 12 of the 25 Fest crowns. 30-something thousand points yesterday. 31,000 points. Holy cow. Boss Mom subscribed. 30. Oh my gosh, Boss Mom. Thank you. And welcome to the family. Connie Butterworth. It only showed me Connie Butter. I was like, what? You are now a subscriber. Welcome to the SCF family. Cajun honey extended to a monthly. Thank you for that. Oh my gosh. You guys are being too kind to me. You guys collected a bonus. TikTok is telling me we are entering the 4th bonus round. We need 2 subscribers within the next 5 minutes to hit that. Oh my gosh. Brandy Nana sent a crown. Thank you so much, Brandy Nana of 5. Hi, Trump Train's in the house. Miss Holly. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you. I can't even believe it right now. 2 subscribers to hit the next bonus round. And where are we at? 13. I need 13. Blessed Hope. Thank you. Welcome to the SCF family. And Melanie extended to a monthly. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I am on cheerchoiceawards.com. I was nominated for a Cheer Choice Award. You can look for the category News and Media. News and Media. That's what category I am under. You can vote once every day. You can also buy votes, and the money goes to charity for a good cause. But you can vote every single day for free. And maybe I'll see you in Vegas, and then I'm going to see you in LA, and then I'm going to see you in London. And I grew up a holler. I'm coming. Hold on to your breeches. Holy cannoli. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Ghost. Look at Butterfly Angel using her stickers. Guys, Mama Coop 55 subscribed. Welcome to the SCF family, Mama. We need 10 people. 10 people. I can't even believe it. Suzanne subscribed to a 3-month subscription. Suzanne, thank you so much, and welcome to the SCF family. Thank you for sending those bracelets. Courtney says, make sure to confirm the vote in the email. Yes, so when you go to Cheer Choice Awards and you look for me under News and Media category, when you vote, make sure to confirm it in your email, or I guess they don't count it. I didn't realize that. Thank you. Oh gosh, you guys are so amazing. Look at Rose using her little true crime stickers. Oh my goodness. You guys, I can't even believe it. You're using your yes vote stickers. So I'm in the LiveFest competition, and I'm Cheer Choice warding it up. This is wild. Do you guys know that I was alone, destitute in my house with depression and emotional distraught? And I found you guys. I found you. And you found me. And this has given me brand new life. That's right. Yesterday was a win for true crime. Susan Smith was denied. Hosea Barr was found guilty. Just Passing Through sent a subscription. So Miss Holly, guess what? You are a subscriber. Welcome to the SCF family. Thank you. I just wrote on myself. Oh, that's true. We have given each other life. You guys, I don't even know. We reached the next wave. You got a new sticker. They released the stickers. 9 people. 9 people away. 8 people, because Tan Lines just sent a subscription. Nikki Nicole, you received it. Welcome to the SCF family. I know. Aren't they so cute? And they're fun. 8 people, folks. 8 people away from reaching 400 subscribers. I'm going to have to get like, I'm going to have more sub lives because we got like, I'm just going to have to, I'm going to schedule it in. Trust me. I'm telling you what, I'm overwhelmed with joy right now. Melanie sent 10 subscriptions. I can't even believe it. Oh my gosh. I'm like blowing everybody's eardrums out because I'm screaming. So I'm going to back up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sandra Kraft, Seb, grandma's in the house, by the way. Oh my gosh. A butterfly got a 1 month subscription. Thank you. Dim Lopez got one. I can't even keep up. Chattahoochee Noochie. You got one, honey. Amber got one. Oh my gosh. This is wild. We done it. We done it. Holy cow. We done it. Wow. I can't even believe it. Thank you so much, y'all. Woo! Thank you. You done it. Oh my goodness. This is insane. Thank you guys so much. You are amazing. Kristen's coming up to the panel. VIP. VIP.
Good everyone.
Kristen, I can't believe you did that.
Dear, I love you very much. And it's like Oprah in that way. I want everybody to be able to enjoy the magic. Now, do you remember the Fall River killings situation?
Yes.
Do you remember that? Okay, I got an update on that.
Okay. But just recap for those who don't know, because that's not one that's as well known as it should be. What that is, and then you can give the update if you can, or if I can do it for you.
I don't think was the recent one. This one was in May of 2023, and it involved the unaliving of DeMonte Odom, and that one has finally got pushed forward a little bit more. So let me just get into that article. Man suspected of murder, accessory to murder in Fall River killings is arrested. Tajon Saxon faces murder and gun charges in the unaliving of DeMonte Odom, 23, in May 13th, 2023, and was wanted on accessory to murder charges in May 2021 unalivings of Jonathan Mills and Miguel Sanjero, prosecutor said. This article was written by Asher Klein, and this is from NBC 10 out of Boston. A man wanted for the unalivings of 3 people in 2 separate Fall River incidents was arrested Wednesday in New Bedford, Massachusetts, prosecutor said.
Sorry, right, Kristen. I thought you were talking about the Fall City teen. This is another one in Fall City?
This
Shut
is an
the
old
front
one.
Door.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is not the Fall City teen. I was thinking
okay.
Fall City teen, but this is another one.
Wow. Okay, go ahead.
John Saxon, 26, had been sought for nearly a year. The Bristol County District Attorney's Office said Thursday, announcing his arrest. Saxon faces murder and gun charges in the unaliving of DeMonte Odom, 23, on May 13, 2023, and was wanted on accessory to murder charges in the May 21 killings of Jonathan Mills and Miguel Sanjaro, prosecutor said. Saxon was due in Fall River Superior Court Thursday morning to face charges. It wasn't immediately clear if he had an attorney who could speak to his arrest. Authorities didn't say how Saxon was tracked down and arrested. Odom was shot in the face on the county street near Flint Street and died hours later at the Rhode Island hospital, officials have said. Another man who was also indicted on murder and pew-pew charges in his death. So what is up with this town, man?
I know. I'm like,
It's a small
it's Falls City.
area.
I had never even heard of it before, and now we've got 2 major incidences in the same town.
Yes, we have 2 major incidences going on in the same town, and I am just checking on a few other things. Now, the case that I'm currently monitoring right now is Massachusetts versus Brian Camp. I just got into that one. I'm not 100% familiar with that. I just started watching it this morning. And Brian Camp, I just got into that one. I'm not 100% familiar with that. I just started watching it this morning. And is one that just came out about JonBenét Ramsey case. Excuse me. It just came out on NBC as of an hour ago. This one that just came out about JonBenét Ramsey case. Excuse me. It just came out on NBC as of an hour ago.
Thank you.
So let me get a swig of tea and then I'll start.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just came out on NBC as of an hour ago.
Thank you.
So let me get a swig of tea and then I'll start.
Oh, wow. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to let you guys know that last night I got myself fired up to go live from 10 p.m. until midnight because of the double points in LiveFest. You get double the points. And so, and then I got sleepy and I lay down in my nightgown in the bed and I was laying there and I couldn't go. I was so sleepy, but I couldn't go to sleep. You know, those nights because you're thinking of, I really need to go live. I need to get up and do this and take a hold of this opportunity. It's once in a lifetime opportunity. Thank you, lady. Thank you, lady in red, for that. And I ended up getting up and going live at 11:30, which only gave me 30 minutes of bonus time. And I was live until about 1 o'clock in the morning, having a blast on here.
Oh, I was asleep.
Playing with filters and stuff. We just messed around with filters and I was Santa and we laughed and had just the best time. And so guess what? I'm going to go live tonight at 10 p.m. because if I don't, I will be laying in bed kicking myself for not going live. So count it on your calendar tonight that I'm going to be going live at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until midnight, which is hard for me because I'm usually asleep too at that time because I'm a competitive person and I really want to be in the top 3,000. And I want those double points. Thank you, Shanna. Thank you.
All right. So let's get into JonBenét Ramsey. Now, do y'all remember this was a case in 1996 where this beautiful pageant girl ended up becoming unalived? Her daddy made an emotional appeal today. And let's get into it. This is out of NBC News. JonBenét Ramsey's father insists his daughter, 28-year-old murder, will still be solved. JonBenét Ramsey's father, John Ramsey, 80, advances in technology can help police in Boulder, Colorado, take a fresh look at the murder that garnered international attention around Christmas 1996. I didn't think he was that old. Was he really that old? I didn't think he was that old. Anyways.
Yeah. I think he is.
JonBenét Ramsey's father still clings to hope that his daughter's unaliver can be caught, saying Thursday that he welcomes new pop culture attention on the nearly 28-year-old unaliving. John Ramsey, 80, advances in DNA technology can help police in Boulder, Colorado take a fresh look at the unaliving that garnered international attention around Christmas 1996. So we want to keep the case alive and in front of people, Ramsey told NBC News Today show. I believe it can be solved if police accept the help from outside of their system. That's been the flaw for 25 years. Ramsey spoke on Today along with Joe Berlinger, the director of the upcoming Netflix docuseries Cold Case, Who Unalived JonBenét Ramsey, which comes out next week.
I can't wait.
While Ramsey's unaliving case is seared into the minds of Gen X and baby boomers, Gen Z, and younger millennials may not be aware, Berlinger said. I remember that. I was little, and I'm an 87 model. I remember that. I'm going to show my age, sorry.
I remember.
I count as a millennial, but I remember that. There's a whole new generation of true crime fans that have rediscovered the story, going down these rabbit holes on Reddits and message boards, continuing to blame the family, continuing to spin conspiracy theories, Berlinger said. So I really want to set the record straight. It has been very clear-eyed examination of how it's so obvious that it was an intruder. While renewed attention on the child's unaliving can also spawn conspiracy theories, Ramsey said there's a net benefit of new eyes on this unsolved unaliving that has captivated so much of the attention of the nation for nearly 3 decades. It has a double-edged sword, Ramsey said. We're grateful that the public and, frankly, the world cares about the unaliving of our child. Memories can be jogged even 28 years later to the case, a cracking tip, according to Ramsey. Hopefully there's someone who knows something that would come forward, he said. The young beauty queen JonBenét was found unalived in the early morning hours of December 26, 1996, in the basement of the family's home in Boulder. The mystery who strangled the child has remained unsolved forever since. Ramsey has long blamed Boulder police for failing to accept the help outside law enforcement agencies, but the father said he has met with recently appointed Boulder Police Chief Steve Redfern and is confident the department will be open to any assistance from outside of Boulder. The unaliving of JonBenét was an unspeakable crime, and this tragedy has never left our hearts, Redfern said in a statement to NBC News. We are committed to following up on every lead, and we are continuing to work with DNA experts and our law enforcement partners around the country until this tragic case is solved. This investigation will always be a priority for the Boulder Police Department. JonBenét Ramsey, his father being John Ramsey, whose father, Patsy, had died of ovarian cancer in 2006. The members of his family have been wrongly blamed for nearly 3 decades. I'm doing this for the sake of my children and my grandchildren. This cloud over our family's name needs to be lifted. They need to be able to go on and close this chapter and go on with their lives. And that's the end of that particular article. But here's
my question for, let's discuss this for a minute. In your guys' opinion, why would the father, if he is guilty, work so hard to try to get new DNA evidence? That's what I'm thinking, because I suspected him. But
a lot of folks did.
Would you really be working this hard? You know, Tanlin says, I don't think it was the dad. I mean, I questioned everybody, even the Burke, the brother. Yeah, I questioned that. Miss Holly says there was a local case here where the little girl was never found, and it's been 30 years. Monica says she thinks it was the dad. Folklore says yes, because it throws off everyone from looking at him. Everyone knows Wendy thinks it's the brother. Chastity said, I don't know really who it would be, but it's so weird.
Well, with the advances in DNA and that we are now able to do familial matches, we can get closer to who this person may be. And every day now, at least within the past several months, I'm seeing more cold cases be solved. And I'm just like cheering because I am like this scientific nut, because I love the fact that we are finally making progress on these cold cases that have been sitting in these vaults for over 40 some odd years, and
Yeah.
we're finally getting somewhere. But it took somebody having to take the time to reassess and look at these stuff and say, okay, we're finally making efforts on this. Like, here's an old case that I'm going to bring up just now. Once again, this is from NBC News. This is an old case from 1979. And the title is Man Who Passed Lie Detector in 1979 Murder of Teen is Now Named as Her Suspected Unaliver. Esther Gonzalez, 17, was attacked and unalived while walking from her parents' house to her sister's house, officials in California said. A man who passed a lie detector test in 1979, clearing him in the grape and unaliving of a 17-year-old girl, was identified as her suspected unaliver, authorities announced Wednesday. The body of Esther Gonzalez was found in a snowpack off of a highway near Banning, California on February 10, 1979, the Riverside County District Attorney's Office said in a news release. She had been attacked and unalived the previous day while walking from her parents' house in Beaumont to her sister's house in Banning, the District Attorney's Office said. Excuse me. Her suspected killer was identified as Louis Randolph Randy Williamson. He was found through forensic genealogy. The news release states Williamson passed away in Florida in 2014. Authorities determined that Gonzalez had been raped and bludgeoned to death. The district attorney's office said her body was found by an unidentified man who deputies at the time described as argumentative. The man, later identified as Williamson, told the deputies he did not know if the body was male or female, according to the news release. Days after making the call, Williamson was asked to take a polygraph. He agreed and passed, which at the time cleared him of any wrongdoing. The district attorney's office said detectives continued to investigate the case for years and uploaded the male fluid sample taken from the crime scene into the Combined Database Index, also known as CODIS. In 2023, members of the cold case homicide team sent various items of evidence to Ortham Incorporated in Texas, initiating forensic investigative genetic genealogy investigation in hopes of developing additional leads. The district attorney's office earlier this year had said a crime analyst analyzed the cold case team's determination that although Williamson was seemingly cleared by a polygraph in 1979, he was never cleared through DNA because the technology had not been developed yet. The authorities were able to obtain a blood sample that had been collected during Williamson's autopsy and compared it to the DNA recovered from the scene in 1979 crime scene. The Justice Department recently confirmed that Williamson's DNA matches the DNA recovered from Esther's body, the district attorney's office said. Officials are seeking any information on Williamson, Gonzalez's case, and any other potential victims, the news release states. So, circling back to recent history, I would say, who immediately comes to mind of passing a polygraph and actually unalived several people in multiple states?
Who?
And was handsome and could flash that lawyer smile?
Mm-hmm.
Good old Ted Bundy.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Listen, folks, thank you for that, Kristen. That's a really good code case update. I wanted to spend really the majority of this hour talking about Nikki Shanks Ali McCain. This was brought to me, I believe, by Kristen And Spice Mom, I don't know her real name, but they brought this to me 3 weeks ago. I had not heard of it before, but I've been quite busy getting myself situated in different new areas of my content creation. So I hadn't got to it, but it is on my priority list. I am going to do a video on it today. Let me see by show of hands how many in here know who the case of Nikki Shane Salim McCain. And I'm also going to do a podcast on this as well. I've decided. I just want to get an idea, and I'd like to know who doesn't know this case. Hi. Probably didn't mean to come up here. I'll let you down. Oh, wow. Most of you don't know. Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
That case was so uncovered in the sense of like barely any news coverage. There was like maybe 1-2 articles at most about her.
Yeah.
And it just broke my heart. And I was like, usually that type of situation, you would see it plastered everywhere. And it wasn't. And it just really broke my heart. And I agreed with Spicy Mama that that particular case had been swept under the rug a good bit. And nobody knows where she is.
So I'm going to tell you about it, but let me pull up a picture of her because I want you to get a visual of who I'm talking about here. And this is something that I would like to work on. I would love to see if her family would come on a Saturday night for an interview. I believe that they would. So this is Nikki. This is Nikki right here with her husband, Tyler McCain. This is Nikki. She's a mom. Kristen, did she have 3 or 4 children? Do you remember? I know it's at least 3.
I know it's at least 3. We need to look it back up, to be honest.
So Nikki Shane Salim McCain was last really seen on May the 17th, 2024. She went to the hospital to visit her husband's brother. So Tyler's brother was in the hospital. Around midnight, which turns into May the 18th, she texted her sister Chloe that she was on her way back from the hospital to return her mother-in-law's car. In the visit to and back and forth from the hospital, everybody was taking people and borrowing cars and this and that. She ended up with her mother-in-law's car. She was going to return it. Agatha May done a video that was released today. My computer is not working on the sound, but I would like to go listen for you guys to listen. I'll put it in the speaker. It's a few minutes long, but Agatha May really does a really good summary and overview. I'm new to this case, so I don't know all the details. She's going to know way more than me. And I did watch it. But let me tell you, let me continue this story, and then we'll go listen to Agatha. She was returning her mother-in-law's car to Jeanette's house on the Redding Rancheria. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. It's Redding, California. Her vehicle, a 2002 Pewter Chevy Avalanche with a California license plate DP154UT, was discovered abandoned in Tehama County, California on May the 25th, 2024. So she goes missing technically on the 18th. And then her car is found a week later on the 25th. Okay. So what they're saying is tell us that she made it back to get her car. She made it back with her mother-in-law's car to switch to get her car. We know that. But she's not been seen or heard from since. And there has been quite a bit of shady AF things happen. For one, I'm going to let Agatha May explain all this. This is a mess. But here's what you need to know about her husband, Tyler. He was arrested on June the 3rd, 2024. Actually, I'm sorry. That's wrong. Correct me. I'm sorry. I've got all these dates squished down here. He was, why did I write that to myself? Hold on here. I made so many notes. December 23, there was a domestic violence situation between them. And it was really bad. Like he beat the hay bale out of her. And listen, the court date for that domestic violence situation was scheduled to happen June 3rd, 2024. And she went missing on May the 18th. Now, for whatever reason, on July the 5th, 2024, it's quite extensive why. I'm going to have to study why the case was dismissed for that domestic violence situation when the domestic violence victim is missing. Have they lost their ever-loving mind?
Got dropped because she was missing and she couldn't show up to say nothing. So it was abnormally convenient that just when this started rolling around, Miss McCain was nowhere to be found.
Her husband Tyler had they've been married for 15 years. They got married in 2010. They've had their situations over the years. Before they were married, Tyler was arrested for burglary and some stuff. On July the 31st, 2024, Tyler was arrested for driving with a suspended license, no proof of insurance. He had a weapon and ammo in his car. And almost a month prior, on June the 25th, his cousin Larry was arrested because they searched his house and found illegally containment of pew-pews, trying to sell magazines to them, and possession of a pew-pew. And not only that, that land that they all own and connect to each other, there were 2 fires. Let's let Agatha May tell you the rest. It's been 5 months.
No justice! Where's Nikki? Where's Nikki, Tyler? Where's my sister?
That cheery scab of a human was Tyler McCain, husband of Nikki Chang's Sallie McCain. Nikki's sister is the one questioning him in the video, and yes, he did flip her the bird. So classy. Then he gives that smarmy little smirk, and as soon as I saw it, I knew I wanted to look into this case. Welcome to.
So, before I get this started, we have 56,000 likes and we have 204 souls in the room. Today's live goal is we've reached the first goal. Thank you guys. I'm just going to keep setting the Fest current goals because I am in Fest LiveFest. I was saying it backwards. LiveFest 2024. And we got 30 something thousand points yesterday. Every one of those that you send counts towards points towards me reaching this incredible goal of being one of the top live creators on the app. So please, 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 it's kind of like a voting. If you can send one along the way, I appreciate that as you listen. Thank you. Thank you so much, Krista. Thank you, Ringo. I appreciate that. There's another one, a Fest guy that dances and stuff. So And well, it's everything like the gifts that you send, they count as points. Also, let me bring this up before we start. If you will do my gift gallery, if you'll light up the gift gallery, they match it with 150% bonus during this LiveFest competition. Thank you guys. So what you do is you just click on my name and you click on gift gallery. I have 4 of the 15 gifts on the gift gallery. Like I need 7 more Fest crowns. But you got to tap the gift gallery to do it, I believe. And I need 2 more corgis. I need 1 more galaxy. You know, it's stuff like that. But they match it 150%. So if you want to send one that way, which also counts as points, you can do it like that. And that would be forever, forever, forever appreciated. Let's continue.
Or welcome back to the Agatha May Detective Agency. I'm Agatha May, and in this episode, we'll be looking into the disappearance of Nikki McCain. I want to give a warning that I do briefly give a description of spousal abuse. I will warn you before I start talking about it, so you can mute the video, and I will post a notice when it is safe to turn the volume back up. But if you need to give this video a miss, that's okay too. Nikki Chang Saley McCain is a 39-year-old mother of 4 and lives in Redding, California. She has been married to Tyler McCain for 16 years, and from what I've seen, they have not been years of wedded bliss. On May 17, 2024, Nikki was visiting Tyler's brother at the hospital in Redding. She had been texting her sisters throughout the day and told them there was a lot of car shuffling around with the family members being taken to and from the hospital to visit the brother. Nikki ended up with her mother-in-law's vehicle, and she texted her sister Chloe to let her know that she was on her way to drop off her mother-in-law's car back at her house, and that one of her husband's friends was going to follow her there and then take her back home. A few days passed, and none of Nikki's sisters had heard from her. Nikki's husband Tyler also said he hadn't heard from her in a few days either. Her sister said this wasn't necessarily unusual, and that Nikki would often disappear for a few days after she and Tyler had a fight. However, the sisters said that normally Tyler would text them, tell her I love her, tell her I'm sorry. But this time he texted, I think she's missing. I don't know. I think she's missing. Chloe was the one who filed a missing persons report on May 21st because I guess it was just too much to ask of Tyler to report his wife as missing. Redding is in Northern California and is the county seat of Shasta County. It is 162 miles north of Sacramento, and it boasts 300 days of sunshine a year. There are almost 93,000 people who call Redding home, and they chose an absolutely beautiful place to live. Those jerks and their abundant sunshine. Redding Rancheria is a Native American reservation in Shasta County, just 6.5 miles south of Redding. Nikki's mother-in-law, Jeanette Hayward, lives just outside of the reservation, and I mean like across the street. This is where Nikki was supposed to be headed on the night of the 17th. Here's a little taste of what that mother-in-law is like. This is a video that one of Nikki's sister took after Tyler had been to court, and his mother was there to pick him up. Fair warning, she has the mouth of a longshoreman.
When Tyler's on the streets. Where's she at, Tyler? Where's Nikki? I'm on public property.
Who's her mother-in-law?
Yeah. I don't know. Where's Nikki? What'd you guys do with her?
Oh my God, you guys are fucking stupid.
Yeah, we're stupid, but where's Nikki? That's your kids' mom, Tyler. Where's Nikki?
What an utter delight. Isn't she just a bundle of joy, snuggled up in a ray of sunshine? I guess we know where her son gets his abundance of charm now.
Thank you, Gwen.
On May 25th, Nikki's truck
I love
was
you back.
located in Tehama County, about an hour south from Redding. Nikki was nowhere in sight. So did she drive her truck to Tehama County? If so, that meant she made it back home the night of the 17th. But there was another version of the story from that night, and that was that she ended up taking an Uber back home from her mother-in-law's. I think anytime there is more than one version of the story, something's wrong. And if Nikki wasn't the one who drove her truck out of town, who did? Here is the part where I briefly describe abuse. We need to back up to December 1st, 2023.
California.
Nikki was hospitalized at Mercy Medical Center for treatment of what was described as severe injuries. Nikki informed police that her husband, Tyler, had allegedly assaulted her over a 3-hour period. Tyler was arrested and charged with 4 felony counts: domestic violence, false imprisonment, making criminal threats, and assault. Allegedly, Tyler had bound her with tape, tried to wrap something around her throat, pulled her hair, and told her he was going to kill her. Nikki is only 5 feet tall and weighs 100 pounds. On May 7th, Nikki had told her sisters that she was going to divorce Tyler. 10 days later, she disappeared. Tyler was supposed to have faced those 4 felony counts in court on June 3rd, but with Nikki being missing, court was delayed. On July 5th, the charges were dismissed. Shasta County District Attorney Stephanie Bridgette explained that the accuser has to be in court in order to provide evidence against the defendant. However, the charges were dismissed without prejudice, so if Nikki is found, she can still file charges against Tyler. I guess one way to get out of charges is to have your accuser not be able to show up for court. There have been search parties and rallies for Nikki, and Tyler has been to exactly 0 of them. Why is he not helping anyone look for his wife? On July 2nd, 2024, there was a fire that burned 19 acres at the intersection of Yala Bali and Winton Road in Shasta County, and it was named the Yala Fire. I'm sure it's just a coincidence that the only land between Winton Road and Yala Bali is 40 acres that is owned by one of Tyler's cousins. It was reported that one of the search parties had planned to be at that same intersection where the fire was, but the fire prevented their search. I'm sure that's just another coincidence. And then, by golly, wouldn't you just know it? On July 3rd, 2024, there was another fire that burned part of Nikki and Tyler's 3.5-acre property. It ended up burning 98 acres total and was named the Olinda Fire. It should have been named the O'Tyler Fire, though, because he's the one who started it. He claims he was working on a car and had it running while he ran back into the house for something.
Thank you,
There was
Debbie.
dry grass under the car, and the grass caught fire. Several other vehicles that Tyler owned were burned as well. He was cited for starting the fire, but wasn't arrested. You know, he really isn't doing much to help prove his innocence. In fact, it seems he's going out of his way to make himself look super guilty. Tyler was arrested on July 31st for driving on a suspended license, no proof of registration, and was also charged with a misdemeanor for having ammunition in his vehicle.
I love you
Even
back.
though the domestic violence court date was dismissed, those charges still precluded him from having any type of weapon or ammunition. And just to throw more craziness into this case, another of Tyler's cousins, Larry, who is a brother of the cousin who owns the 40 acres, had his house searched on June 25th.
This is all connected, in my
He was
opinion.
arrested for illegally possessing an assault weapon, manufacturing or sale of a large capacity magazine, and for being a felon in possession of a firearm. The Shasta County Sheriff's Department only said it was part of an ongoing investigation. It's not known if the investigation is about Nikki's disappearance. I'm beginning to think this family might have an issue or two. Here's one of the flyers about Nikki, and I will also post it in the Agatha May Detective Agency Facebook group. There is a link to the group in the description. In the next episode of this series, we'll take a look at Tyler's arrest history, as well as dig a little more into his positively winsome family.
Wow.
Thank you so much for watching.
So that's Agatha May's coverage of this. You want to make sure you go follow her here on TikTok and on the Big YT. She's an amazing reporter, amazing coverage on all the cases that she does. And listen, so we have a violent and illegal history of Tyler McCain. We've got land connection, 2 fires. We've got a cousin that's got a shady past and a shady future. Somebody asked if they searched the burned areas. Not that I know of. I'll have to get in-depth knowledge of this case, but as far as I know, nobody has searched the burnt land or the cars that burnt. And By his own admission, he caused one of them. So he was charged with that, but just cited, not charged, just cited. He said he was working on his car and the bottom, and it caught the grass on fire on the bottom. And conveniently burned his entire land. Right, he was cited. Did they search the car, Haley? That's what I'm saying. Did they search the land? They found her truck abandoned in Tahoma County, or I can't say it correctly. How did she get there? I don't think she made it there at all. The truck was abandoned in a desolate area. But if he drove it there, how did he get back? You know, I noticed that his mama has a temper. His mom doesn't seem too keen on people attacking her son. I just want you to make a mental note of that. So much like Mica, we've got a domestic violence situation. But Nikki's never been found. And that happened in May. And here we are, about to go into the last month of 2024. I think the domestic violence incident that happened in December that landed her in the hospital was motive for him, because when they go back on this court date, right, if she had been there, charged with felonies, he would have no doubt got some jail time. It sounds like he didn't want to do that. It sounds like a motive to me. All alleged, of course. This whole thing's alleged. But allegedly to me, my personal opinion, I think there's motive there. Not even counting all of the incidents that they had prior, including his own record. She was at the hospital visiting the brother. I think that has been confirmed. There were family members in and out coming to see him and this and that. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much for sending that cheer fest. I appreciate that. Cajun Honey says, sounds like there's plenty enough evidence for him to go to court. They dismissed it because she didn't show up, because she's missing. Nobody at the court said, oh, that's weird. Let me check into it. But that's not their job, I guess. Thank you, L Cousins. Thank you so much. So what we have here is motive. What are all the elements? Thank you, Ringo. Thank you. What are all the elements? We done it. Yay. Thank you, guys. We reached that goal. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate that. So where are the searches? Thank you, Ringo. Ringo says, boom, got him. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm interested to know what she left behind. She wouldn't leave behind her children. Breathing Jazz just extended to a 3-month subscription. Thank you, Breathing Jazz. I appreciate you. Yep, I pressed the wrong button. I meant to do the chimes, honey. Thank you so much.
I think we need to add to the soundboard the bump. What when you ever listen to like a cold case files or cold case mysteries TV show, and you go bump, and then you hear you start getting into the case. It's always that weary kind of like sound. I think we need to add that to the board, but that's just my own personal preference.
Yeah.
Do do.
I need to get my soundboard hooked up with sounds. It's just taking the time to find them and download and transfer them and all that, but I would really love that. Yes. You'll have to send me, I'm not sure I know what sounds, so send me a clip of it so I can see.
Yes, I have to do that along with me doing the expletive. When I was doing that woman's voice, Krista, the ex-wife to Buffy. Goodness me. That was funny.
Oh, Maymay says like the Law and Order sound?
Yes, the Law and Order sound.
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
And then we start getting into it.
That would be so good. Emotional damage one. Oh, I know that sound. Yes, Patrick from the Haunted Side does use that. Yes, he does. Tumblers by Teresa. Thank you for using your sticker. Oh, okay, Debbie. I will get to your message, sweet friend. But yeah, where is Nikki Shang Soleil McCann? Where is she? You can hear her sisters. There's a video. I want you guys who are hearing about this for the first time, go to the YT, search for Nikki, search all the info, and get caught up because I'm going to be covering this case. And I want to do, have already been podcasts, but you can never have enough, okay? Maybe somebody will hear mine that hasn't heard of this before. So I want to do that one too. Butterflies like high sub, yes, go vote. You made a sentence. Butterfly Angel made a sentence with her stickers. High sub, yes, go vote ×2 MVP. That's amazing. Go vote for me. Yes, thank you. Oh, cool. I missed this question. It's Agatha May Detective Agency. I believe that's what it's called. Agatha May Detective, I think. Butterfly Angel, that reminds me of that one time my daughter was sick and I had to take her to work with me because I had to go to work. So I gave her Post-it notes and my stamps, and she literally stamped out a sentence like emailed, file, and it was like sort of like that. And I still have a picture of that to this day because she was so little and that was so funny. What's up, Chastity?
Hey, will you look up Westchester, Ohio? Search for 8-year-old autistic missing child. They're searching for him right now. The property that he went missing on has 8 lakes.
Okay, I found it. Let's take a listen. I'm just going to play this clip so we can get caught up here. But not the commercial.
Right.
Thank you, guys. We reached that goal. That is amazing. And that was Debbie was a big part of that. Thank you so much. If you hadn't heard, I'm competitive, so I'm putting up more goals for Fest Crowns. I'm one of those people who will beat you at Monopoly, no matter how many hours and days it takes. All right, here we go.
So hopefully, again, it's
oh, wait, this is live.
Continue to utilize.
Yeah, they're doing a
we'll
press
continue to
conference right now.
utilize those teams in order to help.
Do you know where he was last seen?
The last that we have is at the apartment.
You said you continue to follow leads. What kind of leads are you guys getting?
Anything that we get, anything that anybody brings up to us. If there's something suspicious about a pond, we find an article of clothing, we get a call about anything on a camera. Obviously those are huge for us. So if we find, and that's what we ask.
Let me read this right quick. Multiple agencies have joined in the search for a missing 7-year-old boy in Westchester. The Ohio Department of Natural Resources, Texas EquiSearch, Midwest, Westchester Police, and hundreds of volunteers have been searching since Monday night. According to police, the boy, Joshua do you know how to pronounce the last name? Altheef?
No.
I'm sorry. It's Altheef. Altheef Jr. was last seen at his home on Windtree Drive around 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Investigators say the boy's around 4 feet tall, weighs around 50 to 60 pounds, and was last seen wearing a tan shirt, tan pants, a jacket, and a black New Balance shoes. They say that he has autism and he is nonverbal. Here's a picture.
Is there
Okay,
an
let's
Amber
go back
Alert
up and
on
listen.
him? There's got to be an Amber Alert out, right?
No,
No, if they don't, it has to
he's
be
not in the car.
right.
Check not only the residential, but the businesses, check their cameras and see. So any of that information that comes into us, we're going to track it all down. Not on the cameras.
You know what he was wearing? What clothes was he?
Yeah, he had a darker, a black, like a sweatshirt or a jacket, and
This is like two towns over from me.
they're very quick.
Oh, really?
Quick to help out.
Yeah, this is real.
The
This is
weather
close
not
to my home.
cooperating
Yeah,
with
I'm
us
not
in
far
order to
away.
use
I could be there in 10 minutes. Yeah, that's why I asked you to put it up.
But,
Yeah, it breaks my heart.
Pretty boy.
I think Eric's thinking about heading up that way and maybe seeing if he can help with the search.
That would be very kind.
Yeah, I can't go because I got to get the kids and all that, and but he can go and see if they need any more help. He's been missing since like 5:15, 5:20 last night from the apartment. Oh, you guys can see my house. And I did not realize until just now, like when I was 8 freaking lakes on that property that he went missing from.
Wow.
So I guess they on that property that he went missing from.
Wow.
So I guess they put some divers in the water last night, but by the time they got there, it was already,
Wow.
So I guess they put some divers in the water last night, but by the time they got there, it was already, at 5:30, it's dark here. So they were able, I think, to maybe search one last night, and then they've started again today. I'm assuming as soon as the sun come up. So far that nothing's turned up, but they haven't searched them all.
This reminds me of a case that happened up in Dandridge here not long ago, not far from me. Remember that little girl? She was also nonverbal and autistic. She got out of her home and they searched around, which is a wooded area, but it is at a lake, and they ended up finding her in that lake. So she basically just walked to the lake and I guess tried to go swimming and. Yeah,
I know. That's what it reminded me of. Because when I heard last night about it. Yeah.
Snow, look how gorge.
That's my porch.
Gorgeous.
Big old TV.
Oh, yes, honey. I'm coming over.
Right?
Oh, yes. I love it.
Now, y'all remember yesterday when I said there was a funny story tied to Susan Smith? So I monitored the writerprisoner.com website, right? Because I always look, because my main audience that I'd like to get interviews from are mainly white collar folk. And I came across her on the screen. And kid you not, this is her profile. And
Oh, Lord.
she said, okay, because she says, it says, and it's got her original mugshot, and she says, "Meet Susan. On July 21st, 2023, we received the following correspondence from Miss Smith. This message was written on her own accord before we had a chance to contact her. We have no further statement to make to the media on this subject and prefer to let Miss Smith's letter to speak for itself. July 17, 2003. To whom it may concern, due to the recent media coverage of my ad, I would like for you to remove the ad from the website. I apologize for all of the inconveniences this may have caused your company. Had I known that it would have been sensationalized, I would have not placed the ad. I would like to commend you for creating this site. It's a great way for prisoners to meet new people and create friendships. There are many who have no family or friends supporting them. Your website creates a way to ease the loneliness of so many. I thank you for your service during the time the ad was active, and I thank you for your support. Your kindness has not gone unnoticed, and I pray you will continue your good work. May God bless each and one of you who has a hand in helping prisoners. Even prisoners need love and acceptance, and we all need God and His grace, love, and mercy. You will be in my prayers. In Christ's love, Susan Smith.
Susan, come on, Susan.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
I died laughing when I originally read that.
Susan.
Also tonight, I'm gonna go live probably at like probably 7 or 8. If y'all can join me. And I'm gonna kind of go over and talk about Eric's case again, and just doing my life.
I want to go down your slide and just slide all in the snow like that. Like you would go down that thing flying right now, probably like a sled. It's a huge, oversized sled.
I know, right? I know. Well, we're supposed to get more snow tonight, so it'll probably be totally covered in the morning. Unfortunately, the kids won't get out of school because the ground is still, of course, too warm, so there's nothing on the streets.
Yeah. I would go out and make the tiniest snowman you've ever seen. It would be so
I know.
cute.
It is, because that's snowman snow out there.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
The little tiniest snowman ever counts as a Texas snowman.
Right?
Oh.
But yeah, so I'm gonna.
Ringo,
I'm gonna
I don't
go
know
live.
if you're meaning to come up here, but you're more welcome to the panel. If you don't mean to, I'll let you
Always
down.
has the tagger writing. There you go.
Ringo?
Hello?
I'll let you down.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, guys. I was just helping my daughter get dressed. And I'm like, there you go. I accidentally requested.
It's okay. Thank you so much for your support and everything you
Real
do.
life.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steph, for everything you do and for getting people's missing loved ones out there and helping them. It's amazing. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll let you down. You guys are amazing. You all make my day. Like literally my face hurts from smiling so much in the morning and laughing. And then I remember what you guys talk about and then I laugh through the day. What's up, Dixie? Dixie, did you mean to come up here?
When is it not a humorous joint? I mean,
Whatever,
yeah,
right.
we got Susan Smith saying, "Y'all don't write me no more." I mean,
Leave me alone.
leave me alone.
Hit the road, Jack. B. Denton says, please look up Dakota Williams. His dad has all the evidence needed to prosecute. Oh, send me a message.
Steph,
We're getting toward to Chastity's right now.
Right.
What's up, Sue?
You said something about the Apple Watch last night. I've been trying to find an update on that. Have you updated anything else on that? From Mica?
I don't have an update. Does anybody else have an update?
I do not know.
I hadn't heard nothing. Oh, look at her.
Yep,
Is that a
that's
boy or a
JoJo.
girl?
That's a girl. That's JoJo.
Aw, hi.
And we got Hank over here. Everybody knows Hank. Everybody
What's
loves
up,
him.
Hank?
Hi,
Hank
Steph.
be hanging. Hey, L cousin.
On the Apple Watch thing, I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and they said that Micah got a new phone number, but she didn't get a new phone number for her watch. And so he could track her on her Apple Watch, even though he wasn't tracking her on her car or any other, like on her phone. But since she didn't change the number to that Apple Watch, that he tracked her on that.
Right. And by his own admission, remember the audios that they took of what was the audio that who was it? Somebody remind me. Was it? Oh, they can't SAS or they can't S us all. I'm trying to say it without saying it.
Yeah.
But she posted that audio of him saying that I could see her on her Apple Watch. So by his own admission, and keep this in mind, him crossing state lines. I mean, her crossing state lines and he's still looking at her. Would that substantiate a stalking charge? An interstate stalking?
Yes.
Yeah.
She didn't change the number, but it still didn't give him a right to look at it and look at where she's going. So I would feel that at that point, it would be a form of stalking. Hi.
JoJo.
My cat is right here clawing on my chair. Look at all the cat hose I have in it. I'm getting me. Don't get leather chairs when you got the cats.
Right? No, don't.
Nothing leather in this house.
I'm telling you.
Let's see. Hi, Greta.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. I was just going to tell you one of my thoughts after watching where he was describing, she drove all over, went to a gas station, all this stuff. And it kind of makes me wonder if that day, what caused her to run, if he was threatening to have her committed again.
Good question, because she went to Florence to be with her sister. She made that call from some parking lot, remember? She made the call telling them about the laptop and to go by there and get that.
I'm just wondering if the weekend that she was unalived, if he was threatening again to have her committed, because he would have just gotten divorce papers from her a few days before. Because he was losing all control. And he needed that narrative of she's crazy, because it would explain the truth that she was telling. He could say, oh, that didn't happen. She's having another episode, blah, 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 blah. So I just really, after watching that, I really wonder if that's what changed the course of that Saturday for Micah, as far as running, and he knew where she was at.
Yeah. Could be.
I don't know. Just a theory.
Could be. Well, imagine maybe she didn't realize that he was stalking her on her Apple Watch, but imagine how she felt. He had a PI. He was watching her on her watch, and she's literally separated him from him. She's trying to get away from the situation, and he just keeps sinking his claws into it.
Yes. Yes, I just wonder. And I just wonder if it was a setup, possibly, to get her to flee, and having somebody intercept along her course.
Maybe. She had the cash in her purse, $500 cash.
Yeah, it's a good thought.
Who walks around with $500 cash anymore unless you're doing a specific thing with it? Not being traceable, for one.
Well, my husband brought up a good point. We watched he just knows a little bit about it, but after watching the gas station footage, and he said, who on earth that's on their way to do something like that would take that kind of time and just nonchalantly, like you get gas, you go in and buy a drink. He said it just doesn't make sense. Like it doesn't make sense of how that came down. And they talked about how she kind of was at the gas station for a little bit. So
happy birthday, Riss Ross.
That's what I just kind of wonder, is if there was some, if the day that he was explaining was actually the day, 'cause, he said that her dad told her to go to a gas station, and he was playing out that whole scenario of what happened the first time, but it matches up more to April the 27th. So that was just my thought I wanted to share.
I've always wondered that. Why, if that's what you were going to do, is what happened, why would you stop at a gas station to fill up with gas, get a drink, like it's a normal day? That's just not, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense.
And that would possibly explain why he asked Charlotte, was she coming to see you?
Right.
Because he didn't know who she had talked to, what she was doing. He just knew that she was getting out of there.
That's right. That's a very good point, Greta.
I always thought it was odd that he asked her that. I always thought that was so odd. And then after, listening to what she posted yesterday, it just kind of, I was like, is that what happened? She took off and, at that point, and maybe that's why everything was so sloppy.
Texas girl. She says, was the $500 given to her, planted, or even taken out of her bank? Good question. Where did the $500 come from? I bet they didn't even look into it. Did she go by the ATM on the way? Is there video that we never even thought to look for?
Well, because they said that she didn't have any money because she had already
car payment.
Yeah. Exactly. And I thought that money was loaned out to her.
Why would she stop at that gas station if she had that kind of money on her?
Right.
Where did the $500 come from?
Yeah.
That's
the $350 question of the day.
Yes. And why didn't I think of that? I mean, you guys, you're amazing at bringing up stuff. There's so many facets to this case that there's no way I would be able to keep up with it if you guys didn't really analytically think like that. That's amazing. KP said she cleaned out their bank account. KP.
JP.
Oh, JP said that.
Oh, JP. I'm like, who's KP? I'm trying to go through the.
Yeah, he said that, but I don't believe that.
I don't believe that because she didn't have access to anything.
No.
Exactly. And it's already been stated that she had to borrow the money to pay the lawyer, I think, and make the car payment.
Right. And the thing is that she already had a car.
Exactly.
And she had to go get another car
Yeah.
And JP was not going to give her the money to pay for that car payment.
Right.
Yep.
All she had to do was come home.
Unless she had, I mean, we all know that anytime anybody leaves those situations, they have plans in place a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
Unless she had that money stashed aside for just in case she needed to go and get out of town.
Right.
Angela says, I still want to know why the white car was in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Right.
Me too.
Well, that's it. He was stashing it there.
It was either the registration or taxes. I don't think it was a direct car payment. I think it was something to do with taxes or something. Let's talk facts. Says the account they claim she took the money from was the charity account. Well, that was prior, and then that ended up having a small balance in it where it didn't have $500 in it.
No, it only had she only took $250 out of that, but that was the money that she had put in there herself. She was bringing herself back.
And wasn't there somewhere said that she was told, I don't remember, but I thought I remember something about she was told to keep it or whatever. I don't remember.
Yeah, but then they try to turn around and say she was stealing from it. Come on, guys. You love that church and the mission and all that. She wasn't stealing from nothing.
No, she wouldn't.
Hi, Carolina.
Oh, hi. I was waiting. I feel like there was money planted in that bag for the fisherman, and maybe there was even more than $500, but I think he chickened out or something. Maybe he didn't take it because, he saw the police so quickly, or
only took part of it to make it look good.
Yes, that is exactly what I've always thought. She doesn't have any money,
Yep.
So
right,
yeah,
and she bought the gun with her credit card.
Yep.
If you had $500, why would you not
pay cash?
Buy it from a pawn shop, untraceable.
Exactly.
How much was the gun?
She wanted that. She wanted that pew traced.
See, here's the thing: the gun was like $550. I mean, it was just over $500. So the other theory I had thought of is, did she intend to use the cash for the pew pew? Went over and used her card instead. But we had talked about that before. On what I do is say, pay so much with the card, and I would have just say all on the card, and I would give you $50 cash, right?
Right.
Or I'd give you $500 cash and put $50 on the card.
Yeah, I think she wanted the pew pew traceable to find, to trace her tracks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Paper trail.
Yeah, paper trail.
Yeah.
Because you're right. If you had the cash on you, why wouldn't you just pay cash and then turn around and pay the $50 on the credit card? I mean, you're gonna pay less interest on $50 than you are $500.
Exactly.
And if she didn't have no money, she would have been thinking like that. Mm-hmm. But I think she was thinking, I want this to be able to be traced back. I want a paper trail.
Mm-hmm.
I really do think something happened that morning.
Mm-hmm.
She needed protection, and she took off.
I think something happened after she left to go to work.
Maybe somebody gave her that $500 to, possibly if it wasn't planted, but maybe somebody gave her that $500 to get away or to buy the gun. But she might want to buy the gun, like you said, for the paper trail, but she needs the cash so she doesn't have a paper trail and she can buy gas or hotel room or wherever she's hiding.
Mm-hmm.
But
how did she pay for the gas? Do we know?
Probably by her card, because she didn't take her purse in that I saw.
I just thought about that. I wonder. I just thought about that. How did she pay for the gas?
I'm with you. I don't think she paid with cash. And to have
I don't think she did
exactly
either.
$500, it's like she had that amount. If
For a
she
reason.
did have it, yes. And I don't know what I'm trying to say, but she had that amount and she was going to spend it, and she didn't want to break it yet, or
She was
whatever.
leaving paper trails along the way. She was leaving the crumbs along the way because something else was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if she also was at the gas station for a little while, just because you see her look around. I wonder if she was just making sure that she wasn't being followed.
That's what I thought too, Greta. Because I think she was being followed at the pawn shop. I really think that's what took her out that far to go to Lumberton, because she was being followed. And you think about this: if she was being followed, she went that far. She was trying to lose somebody. That could be possibly why she had to stop and get gas, because she got low on gas. You're not going to stop and get gas and a drink and everything else if you're going to go do what happened. I'm sorry, it's not.
TEJ says she was waiting tables. They get lots of cash chips. Could that explain it?
Maybe. But here, well, there's always a but somewhere, right, Chastity? But think about this. Was it in 20s then? 10s and 1s and 5s?
I know, right?
Or was it $100 bills?
What was the denomination of the bills? Because that would be important too.
Exactly.
I feel that would be important. If it was 5 $100 bills, somebody pulled that somewhere from a bank.
But you would have to go into the bank to get the $100 bills.
You would,
Not
or the
necessarily.
ATM.
No, the
The
ATM
ATM don't give you $100.
bills.
It gives you 20s, right?
No, my ATM will give me $100 bills.
No,
Okay.
I've never been to one that gave a $100 bill.
Yeah, I mean you can if it's set up that way, it'll give you hundreds, 50s, 20s, and then down the line.
The fisherman
Somebody
said
showed
he
Joe
found
the
a
door.
little over $500.
Yeah, I can show Joe the door. No problem.
Nobody cares, Joe.
The fisherman.
Bye,
The
Joe.
fisherman said he found a little over $500 in her
A little
bag.
over. Huh.
That's what it says on one of the things. Yep.
Yeah, but he also
On one
changed
of
his
his
story a
interviews.
few times too.
She
Yes,
worked the
yes,
day
because,
before, correct?
Yeah, but you don't
Yeah.
make $500 in one night. That's
No,
kinda,
not where she was working.
No.
Mm-mm.
I have a question. Whenever she when she left to go to work, and then she went to the pawn shop, I don't know the timeline. I haven't paid attention, but could she have gone to the pawn shop to pick up the gun and then was going to go to work? Or did something happen between home and the pawn shop? Like,
That's
how
what
you
I
run
think.
errands before you go to work
Good
sometimes?
question. God, you
But I
guys
don't know
rock.
the timeline.
We need a map.
Well, she
know.
was supposed to have been at work
Good
at what,
question.
12 o'clock? She left her house at 11:30,
Yeah.
and it took her 30 minutes roughly to get to work.
When you pull out of Dick's pawn shop, which way did she turn? Did she turn the opposite way of the way that she would have turned to go to
Nobody
work from
knows.
there?
We
Nobody
don't know.
knows it
We
cut
can't
off.
see. Can't see it. Now that's it. And that's the other thing. Why is so much footage missing of what way she goes and where she's at and all this crap? I just don't get it.
And the thing is that a lot of cameras on the outside are motion detected, and she would be moving.
Exactly.
Well, they're not sleuths like us and want all the details. They just get the main part and end the video.
They don't want to
probably.
be.
That's right. That's right. And they don't want us to be.
Right?
What time was she supposed to go to work?
Noon.
At noon.
And she
So
left
that
it-
gives her. So she literally left the house knowing she had a certain amount. She was going to work. She was
She was
dressed for
going
work.
to work.
Something happened.
So
Something
did
happened.
she have an hour or did she have 30 minutes?
30
before?
minutes.
30
Oh,
minutes.
okay. Just enough time to get to work.
Just
Yeah.
enough time to get to work.
Yep.
Listen though. Okay, a South Carolina girl says when you pull out of the pawn shop, you turn right to go to her work.
Okay.
She turned left.
So she turned left.
Okay, what kind of median is it? Is it one of those medians that you can't turn left? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
with
hope-
like a right turn
South-
only or
South Carolina girl says we went there this weekend. Twisted Fisher girl says no, you don't.
You don't turn left.
Somebody
Right.
somebody give up a box real quick. I'll jump down. I don't
I'll
care.
jump
I mean,
down.
this
I'll
is
jump
this
down.
this is the thing, and then I'll jump down and let more people come up. But it could have been something as like a note left on her car.
Mm-hmm.
She could have went back out. There was a note left on her car. There could have been a call made. But I
well, they would have
think
found the note.
Maybe.
Hi, you guys.
Hi.
I'm going to jump down so you can have more come up, Steph. Thank you.
I am
Love
on
Greta.
today, so I can talk all day. I live here. I lived in Myrtle Beach. Hell, for a little while, I lived on Coldwater Circle for 2.5 years.
Oh my.
Oh, girl.
So I attended the church. Like, I grew up
She
in
did.
the area. I can tell
Oh,
you
okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
When she left her apartment, she would have went to 17 bypass and or she could have taken 17 business, but it's not likely. So if she were to get on 17 bypass, head up to Dick's, which is off of 10th Avenue North. You take 10th Avenue North, the pawn shop's right there. Grissom Parkway is the easiest way to lead to her work through traffic in this area. Tourism is a mofo, to be honest, in this area. So taking the path of least resistance, she definitely would have taken Grissom. However, if she was going to the pawn, she could have either pulled off by the airport to get to Grissom, or she could have gone to 10th Avenue, where the pawn shop is, and then went to Grissom to continue her trek to work. Her work was over in Carolina Forest, and that's a little bit of a hike. But Grissom Parkway is going to be the easiest way to actually get to her work. So that being said, yes, she easily could have stopped by Dick's, excuse me, on her way to work. That being said, she left with traffic time. She left in enough time to literally get to work maybe 10 minutes early, if that, not on time. So you got to wonder what happened there, because maybe she felt insecure, decided to swing in. I also have pawned fire PQs at Dick's Pawn Shop. I have also purchased PQs at Dick's Pawn Shop myself. I am a CWP carrier. So that being said, it takes about 20 minutes to do the paperwork alone, much less knowing what you're going to pick out. If you see something you like, depends on if you're waiting for somebody in front of you, because Dick's is always packed. Every location of Dick's I've ever been to has got lines. It never fails. If you catch them without a line, you're a lucky person that day. So that's my side of it. Hope that helps.
It does. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. If y'all have any questions, feel free. I don't mind explaining distances and things here in the city. I live here. I grew up here. So just
Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, so when she would have to go to work, she would have passed the pawn shop.
it was just slightly out of her way if she were on Grissom Parkway. If she would have taken Grissom Parkway. So
and then leaving the pawn shop to go to work, she would have had to went in the opposite direction that she actually went, correct?
It's almost like a T. Okay, so if you're on Grissom Parkway and heading away from the airport, which is also right near her apartment would have been, it's almost like a T. You have to turn onto 10th Avenue, and it's maybe a few blocks down from Grissom. So in order to go to the pawn shop, she would have had to have taken a left onto 10th Avenue if she were headed north on Grissom. When she was leaving the pawn shop to get back on 10th, she would have had to take a left again and then another left onto Grissom to continue heading towards her work. If that makes any sense.
Right, but what I'm saying is she had to go in a totally opposite direction to get to where she went to Lumberton.
Oh, completely opposite.
Okay.
Because I live out, now I live out towards the country. Actually, I'm not far from Mullins, as a matter of fact, where I reside at the moment. So literally it's west, probably 30, 45 minutes, easy.
Oh, okay. So okay.
And that's off of.
So when she left the pawn shop, she knew she was not going to work. But I think she knew she wasn't going to work when she left the house. I think something happened while.
I agree.
I think something happened while she was getting ready for work, is what I think.
Right, because when she left, when we're looking at the camera and we're watching her demeanor, she's going to work. There's nothing that seems out of the mess or wrong, or she's not upset. She's listening to a great podcast that was recommended by a family member. She's going on about her day.
Yep.
What happened when she got in the car at her apartment to go to work?
Did she see somebody?
Her iWatch kept going off in the pawn shop.
Yep.
Too. And her iWatch or her Apple Watch was tied to her Apple ID, not to a phone number. So JP had access to all of that.
All that. Yep.
And I hope the FBI finds all that on that computer they took.
Oh, if it's her computer, they'll definitely find it.
Even if it's his, I mean, he can delete all he wants, but trust me, they'll find it.
There's a trail. It never goes away.
Nope.
Okay, on the Apple Watch though, I don't mean to interrupt, but there was a candle. There was a lit candle on the cash register. Okay, so I wondered if that was a reflection, because it was like this weird, you know, it wasn't.
I kind of wondered the same thing.
A normal like text message or something come through that just like stayed lit for just a second. It was this flicker, and I looked and there's a candle.
That thing 3 times because I saw the candle and I'm like, okay, is that a reflection from just the way she's standing? And when her arm does not move,
there's no flicker.
There's no flicker, but her screen would light up.
Yeah.
Like she was getting a notification or something of that sort.
And I thought about that. If the candle, it would have been constant, whether she moved or not.
Right.
Yeah. I did think about that too.
So I was going to ask you, you're saying if she left her apartment, since you live there, she left her apartment and decided, okay, I'm going to swing by the pawn shop, then go on to work. But my question is, when she left the apartment at 11:30, and you said to be able to get there 10 minutes, early, did that include just the drive from her apartment to her work?
I would say yes. She might be able to stop and get like a drink real quick, but she would have been literally on time.
Gotcha. So this is just my thoughts. I don't know that she ever intended to go to work that day. I mean, I feel like she might have made it look that way. She left at that time because that would be the normal time that she would go to work. And if somebody's tracking her, they would notice, hey, she's leaving at the normal time that she does go to work. If somebody sees me out in town, I have on my work clothes. That's just my thoughts. And then,
maybe she was trying to avoid being questioned by her roommate or others. So
because she lived
time
with somebody.
Other plans. That's a good observation. Maybe.
Because why you're living with the godmother, and if you're supposed to go to work, she knows that. Well, then you're going to put on your work clothes. You're not going to just put on your regular clothes, because she'd be like, where are you going?
And then she took them off straight away once she got in the car.
Mm-hmm.
See, now I thought she just took off the
jacket. That's
what
I'm talking about. That's the one that says J. Peters or whatever on it.
Now, and then
she took off her jacket. Mm-hmm.
She was clearly upset at the pawn shop, looking over her shoulder.
Absolutely.
Yes. I wonder if we've ever had a professional body language expert to review that footage.
We need to call Dr. Phil. He's got him.
Wouldn't that be interesting, though, to hear a professional's expertise on a body language? If you're nervous, you twist, or you're looking around, or Yeah.
That would be
That'd
interesting.
be pretty fascinating.
And I do think that she did that for protection. I feel like, in my opinion, allegedly, that she was headed somewhere. She knew where she was going. She wanted protection, but somebody has lured her there. And sometimes I think, after the gas station, supposedly there was like a detour to get to the park or whatnot, or out of the way type thing.
Mm-hmm.
The gas station is huge, and there's a full footage out there somewhere.
Because we remember when she leaves the gas station, she initially doesn't turn towards Lumberton. She does a U-turn to come back around, and then something.
I think something happened shortly after then, but I do believe she was headed somewhere not to the park.
Mm-hmm. That's why she didn't know that.
And why would he? Exactly. Good point someone made earlier, Greta, I think. Why would he ask Charlotte? Was she not coming to see you? If that was headed in Charlotte's direction?
Okay, so...
Because he's watching you. He's watching her.
You know what? I wonder... Okay, here's a good question I never thought about. If she was going to Charlotte's, which way would she have left... Which way would she had to have turned out of the gas station?
Here's the thing: if she were heading towards that gas station, that's not the correct way to head north. The main way out of town is Highway 501 to 38. If you're heading, I have family in Virginia, and I don't know where Charlotte lives every single time.
So that's why I think she was taking.
She's in Virginia.
She was trying to throw somebody off by taking that long or a different way around. Like, in my opinion, like Twisted said, you would normally take this route.
Right. But what I'm saying, when she left the gas station, for him to ask that, he initially makes a left.
That doesn't make sense for him to ask that. Well, I thought she was headed to see you. That doesn't make sense because she took 41. 41 goes into Mullins. It does not head out of town. Well,
okay.
I guess technically it could, but you're going to go through Dishwater Towns, and it's not an easy way to get out of town. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense.
Right. Maybe she was trying to throw somebody off. Maybe she knew he was.
There was
following
something
her the whole time.
There was something that I heard yesterday, and it resonated with me because I was like, this doesn't make any sense. When he was doing the meeting at Crocodile Rocks, he mentioned that she was wearing her work clothes, but when she was found, she was not wearing her work clothes. And that was a few days, obviously, after she died. So either somebody leaked something from Robeson County and said too much, or he just basically narked on himself and gave up information that somebody ended up recording, basically saying that he has to have had some
an inside source.
There's he had to have known something. He may not have done the deed, but he knows who did it, and because he just knows too much.
It absolutely took more than one. It absolutely took more than.
Yeah, this was a group.
Him alone.
This was a group.
Promise. And this is the other thing, and I've seen it out there. I cannot find it now, but there is a full gas station footage. Okay, what we're seeing, if you look at the timestamp, is chopped up. There's pieces left out. There's pieces left out.
Yep.
Yeah. Did anybody else see the one?
They're only going to show us
motorcycle?
what they want us to see.
Yep.
Folks, we reached 100,000 likes. Do you see it? We're at
102.
102,000 likes. And there are 267 souls in the room. So, yeah, it's been a great live, you guys. I've got to go on my way here. I'm going to get a few videos done. Listen, the more you think about all of the things that has happened in the Mica Miller case, the more questions we come up with, which is what we want to do until we get down to the right answers. So let's keep talking about it. Let's keep analyzing it. Let's call for justice for Mica, but let's call for justice for Nikki too. Nikki Chang Salih McCain is a victim of domestic violence from her own husband, and I want to make sure that we find her. She is still missing. So I'm going to do a video on that today. Also, please know that I am crazy and I'm going live tonight at 10 p.m. until midnight because I'm competitive and I want the LiveFest points. So if you're up and awake at 10 p.m., you're going to see me come along. We might hang out and have fun. We might talk to a crime. It's whatever. I don't know. I don't have anything planned. I just want to, hang out and thank you, Bev. Hashtag justice for Nikki. Yes.
Absolutely. But Stephanie, I've got a question for you real quick. Mm-hmm. Don't you think the FBI has someone watching TikTok?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yep.
So that they can be in our brains too?
Yeah. Yeah, I do believe that. I believe that, well, all of my lives are put on the Big YT anyway. So maybe they'll go there and watch them and really, I'm not saying that we're taking better notes, but maybe they'll see something that they haven't wrote down. But I feel like we are only at the beginning of this case because we've not even either had our eyes opened or been pointed toward the new evidence that we don't even know about that the FBI has. Think about that. There is an FBI raid. Now we're going on. Gosh, I can't even believe it's been almost a month already. So what will December bring? What will 2025 bring? It's only the beginning.
They can't pick all of our brains, so, and we pick our brains every day. And we find new things.
Yep,
all the time. I know they're smarter than most of us,
Mm-hmm. But I'm sure that the FBI, if they're honing in on specifically, like, say for you, for instance, Steph, the big creators that are handling this case, that they're keeping tabs on everything that we're talking about. So even if they may not have come up with that solution or thought about that idea, they're listening in and getting the ideas from us and we're helping them.
Absolutely. That's what I was trying to say is that I think we are helping in our own way, in our little tiny way.
Yeah.
Because there's so much
everything
bigger.
Helps. Everything helps.
And they'll never be able to tell us. But that's why we just keep going in faith that what we do and say here on our platforms where we have power makes a difference.
It does make a difference.
Oh, guys, just to let you know, the local news here, WBTW, I think it's WBTW, I actually will be interviewing about my own personal narcissistic experience with the Psycho X. We'll be interviewing with her. She is doing a bit because of the whole Mica situation. She's doing a bit on narcissistic abuse in general, and I volunteered to go on camera and discuss my experience with her. So wish me luck. I'm nervous.
That's awesome.
Oh, just be you, girl. You got this.
I'm goofy and awkward. I can't be myself.
I'm goofy and awkward too, but that's what makes us us.
True. But I'm just down. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you, Twisted. Thank you.
You too.
And remember, Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Twisted, you may want to come to this show because at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the author of Run Like Hell, Dr. Nadine Macaluso, the ex-wife of Wall Street, the Wolf of Wall Street, and she wrote a book on escaping the narcissist person in your life, the relationship that you got to get out of, hence the title of the book called Run Like hell. So you want to make sure you come Saturday night. She's going to give us an exclusive interview. We've got some great questions about the book and her version, her definition of narcissism, her version of trauma bonding. She's great. She went on to lead The Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know if you saw that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. She went on to leave her husband and went on to school and got her PhD. And now she's a therapist helping other people escape the same situations.
Wow. I can't wait. That's
drop.
so exciting. Yes, girl. Do it.
Mic drop.
I love it.
So make sure you join us for that. Otherwise, I'll see you tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll be back in the morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, panel, for coming up here. I appreciate you and all that you do. You mean the world to me. Thank you so much. And you all know I love each and every one of you very much. You're making my dreams come true right before my eyes. Know that you can find me on any social media platform. All you have to do is look for the same username and logo. And listen, I'm literally 4 people away from 5,000 followers on YouTube. So if you've not followed me on YouTube, do it today. So I'll reach the 5,000 mark, and I can't even believe that. That is wild to me. So thank you for all you do. I'm on every platform, including the Book Face and all those ones you already know. So wherever you are, there I am too. Thank you guys, and I'll see you tonight.
All right. Love you, Steph.
Bye.